Today marks 16 weeks out. It is currently 9 o'clock in the evening, and I'm just warming up before heading out to start my lower body day. Do I want to train this late in the evening? No. But looking at my schedule between Thursday and Monday, I was like, I need to train at least once, and this is the day, Saturday evening, that I could fit it in. So going to show up and give 100%, and then hopefully be able to fall asleep at an appropriate time tonight, because the past 2 nights I haven't gotten a ton of sleep with our Lady of the FF team dinner, getting home around like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then same thing with the fashion show in Toronto last night, getting home around 1:30 in the morning. So trying to shift my sleep back to a regular routine, but training late at night is not helping that. This morning when I woke up and I realized that I was 16 weeks out, there was this sense of impatience of I should be leaner because I'm only 4 months away, and a little bit of self-doubt creeped in, but I had to do some journaling and reflection going back to Tuesday's check-in, where I'm ahead of schedule of where planned progress should be. So even those of us who have been doing it for years and years and years fall into that mindset sometimes, but it's having the experience to take a step back and recognize you are trusting the process, and as long as you are giving 100% to every day, then that is what matters, and that's what you really need to focus on. Just finished getting ready for holiday dinner number 1 of 5 these next 10 days. So 50% of my next 10 days have some sort of holiday family dinner where it's not going out to a restaurant. The macros aren't going to be listed online, but this family dinner is with my in-laws, and this is the 7th? Yeah, the 7th Christmas dinner that I have had with them. And it's typically the same foods each time. It's a huge family party of like 20 to 25 people. But I know that my partner's grandmother always cooks turkey and broccoli and carrots and potatoes. So I have pre-planned everything that I'm going to be eating, and because I'm in prep, I am bringing my food scale with me, and their family is super supportive. They are totally fine with the goals. They understand food reactions. A couple other people in the family have food reactions too, so when I walk in, they're like, oh, this has no gluten, that doesn't have dairy. Just got back from Christmas dinner with the in-laws, had a really good time. The dinner was slightly different than what I had planned for, but I brought my food scale with me, and I obviously have my FitnessPal with me, so made some adjustments there. And with those adjustments, I actually had a lot more wiggle room to work with. So I was able to enjoy a glass of creme brulee, which is one of my all-time favorite desserts. Yes, it has a little bit of dairy in it, but again, I am practicing balance and trying to incorporate some treats. And I didn't actually have, and still don't have, major digestion issues whatsoever. It went down smoothly. The one thing though was I forgot my food scale there, and I cannot weigh out the rest of my meals for the day. And then when I looked online to order a new one, with holiday shipping, everything is not next day. So that means tomorrow I have to head out to an actual store and buy another food scale. This is the 2nd time this month that I have left a food scale at someone's house. C'est la vie. So tonight we are going to do the best that we can and stick with foods that have barcodes in pre-packaged things, because I still have about 80 grams of carbs to hit. And this is where, if it doesn't have a pre-package, I'm going to have to go off of the volume. So the cups and tablespoons and things like that, because when we can't have full control and weigh everything out to the gram, what is the next best thing? Volume, or focusing on things that are already pre-portioned. Today I was supposed to be heading down to Toronto for a swimwear shoot with a woman that I met at the fashion show on Friday. However, the weather has had other plans, and with it being super snowy, I also cannot get out to the grocery store or wherever I would find a new food scale. So my protein for the day, or part of it, is going to be 400 grams of Costco Lilydale turkey. That'll bring me to 105 grams of protein without having to weigh it. So I'm just gonna divide it into about 3 portions evenly to have hopefully by the afternoon, when the snow has cleared and I can get out of my driveway. Since being awake for a couple more hours, I am starting to feel the effects of my food choices from yesterday. So although I didn't have digestive stress, I woke up this morning really fatigued. My brain was kind of not all there. Like like brain fog, had a little bit of that tightness in my chest. So like kind of felt like anxiety, and my Whoop recovery reflected that. So I had a 32% recovery overnight, which isn't great. My resting heart rate increased, my HRV, heart rate variability, decreased. And then when I looked at my sleep quality, even though I got my 8 hours in bed, I had significantly less restorative sleep. So my deep sleep and my REM sleep were lower. So just a friendly reminder to myself that there is a reason why these are occasional choices that I make, because if I were to do this every single day, I would feel like this every single day. And over time, it would start to feel like my new normal. And I want to feel as good as I can through prep, because we only have a finite amount of days left. Snowstorm has finally stopped. I am now taking the Fluff out for a forest hike. He doesn't love it at all. And then we'll head out to do some errands, some grocery shopping, pick up a food scale, hit the gym. When I leave my house, I like to leave once in the day, and that is it. But first, we're getting some extra steps in. I'm gonna take the long hike because this is his favorite part of the day. And like the forest is beautiful. Got the food scale now, just to not forget it anywhere I go this holiday season. I try my very best to avoid the gym at peak hours because everything is taken, but on a day where the snow prevented me from coming earlier, it's going to be busy. So I was supposed to be training lower body today. However, I'm still sore from my workout Saturday night. It's only been about 48 hours. So I'm going to switch my upper body and my lower body, train upper body today. And that has a lot more dumbbell movement. So most of the time the dumbbells are available. There's multiple sets instead of the one piece of equipment that I need. So I'm going to go in, warm up, and do the best that we can with that 32% recovery. I'm feeling okay. So I'm going to go in and try and hit as many personal bests as possible. But that's also another reason that lower recovery for the switch to be upper body. So pull back a little bit on the stress I'll be placing on my body because tomorrow is check-in day. Just finished my Tuesday check-in, and when I took all of my metrics, they're up a little bit this week. My weight, my waist, my hips are staying full, so my glutes are staying full. My quads have filled out a little bit more. So 2 weeks ago, I was really sick and I wasn't able to train for about 5 days. So my muscle glycogen stores shrank a little bit. My muscles weren't holding as much because I wasn't feeding them the carbohydrates that they needed, and I wasn't placing the demand on my muscles where they felt that they needed to hold those glycogen stores. So even though things are up a little bit this week, and my initial reaction was like, oh, okay. Comparing the photos, I look fuller. So my body fat percentage probably hasn't changed a ton this past week, but my muscles have filled out more. I'm back to training as intensely as possible for, call it, a week and a half now. And that's the changes that I'm seeing. Today, I'm going to give you a look at what my gym sessions look like. So I always start with a 5 to 15 minute training specific mobility session, activating the right muscles that I intend to use, releasing any tension, things like that. And then for today's upper body, I had 3 supersets. So there were 6 exercises total, but I only remembered to film 4. Oats and maple syrup. Shout out to IFBB Pro Dove from Hammer Fitness for recommending this beautiful machine. It is the Ninja Creamy, and it turns anything into ice cream. So I've just made chocolate ice cream from 200 grams of egg whites and 2 scoops of chocolate collagen, literally pure protein. Tastes like chocolate ice cream, makes me so excited. So now I get to have chicken and French fries every day and chocolate ice cream. It is Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning, and today I am getting my ALCAT test done. So today is going to be a rest day because anytime I have my blood drawn, I get really lightheaded. I'm the type of person that has to like lay down while they do it. It's tiring for my body. I'm not scared of needles. It's just I think my low blood pressure when they extract more blood goes even lower. So today's going to be a rest. Excited to get these results. They'll probably show up mid-January or so. So I'm out for a walk with Floof right now. Even on rest days, I get outside and I walk him because otherwise he would have way too much energy. Feeling pretty good after my blood draw. The fact that I asked to have a lay down bed for it helped a ton. And then I took my sweet ass time getting up to make sure I wasn't going to be lightheaded. Got home, had a solid breakfast, stayed hydrated, had a lot more water than I normally do, and then did some client check-ins, and I meditated. So thank you to everyone who reached out being like, are you journaling? Are you meditating after seeing my last video? I've stayed on top of those habits for now, and it is helping with my mental health and how I am emotionally processing things in my life, but just know that I really, really appreciate it. Moments like this are the absolute highlight of my day. Like, there's so much floof, and he just, oh. So Thursday night, and I'm crying again, but these are happy tears. Every Thursday night, I have an hour-long meditation call, and this one, the meditation was thinking about all of the things and the people that we are grateful for, and going into it, I was like, I do gratitude every day, like when I journal. I write down the 3 things that I'm grateful for, but like, as I sat there and more things popped into my head, I just started getting so overwhelmed with the life that I'm living, the people I surround myself with, my friends, my family, my communities, the environments where I live. It's just, I'm so grateful. Life is hard sometimes, but the life that I have designed and I have built, like, I'm grateful for everything. So if you're watching this, know I'm grateful for you too. The predicted snowstorm for Friday that everyone's saying was not going to happen here in Barrie, I guess it's starting. You can see how much snow we got just based on what is on the trees. Floof is enjoying his stick that he found that was buried in the snow, and I am enjoying the hot tub. So being in the hot tub in the morning is part of my daily routine. Like, it is a non-negotiable. If I'm home, I wake up and I will come out here and spend at least 5 minutes, sometimes closer to 15, 20 minutes in here, getting that natural sunlight in my eyes. I find it helps with my alertness. It helps with setting my mood for the day, and it definitely helps with my sleep. So for those who don't know, getting natural light within the first 60 minutes of waking up outside, not through a window, not through your car, but like being outside and getting that into your eyes helps so much with sleep. Made it to the gym, a little slippy and slidey, but people in Barrie know to drive slow, leave some distance, be careful, and we're gonna go smash this workout. Oh my God, that workout. Definitely my most challenging day. Very quad and glute focused, leg press superset with walking lunges, and then quad extensions, and then split squats. Split squats are my least favorite exercise. They're the ones I have to get better at. Oftentimes the things that you dislike are the things that you need to work on the most. And then finished it off with some top half hip thrusts / KAS glute bridges. I was supposed to pose. My legs are too Bambi. And then add heels. I don't want to injure myself. I'm just gonna have my post-carb candy and then make the cautious drive home.